Greetings. It is Wednesday night. It is time for another AEW Dynamite Watchalong. But as usual, I like to pop a little bit early and take care of some business. The most important business, of course, being LPW number 45 is coming your way February 27th here in Edmonton, Alberta, Canada at the Rec Room. Tickets available right now at Tixter.com/lovewrestling. If you are not in the Edmonton area, you can watch along live on IWTV, featuring little old me behind the microphone. Some matches already announced. It's going to be another stellar LPW live event. So stick around, get your tickets for that. Saturday night, I'll be back on the Twitch Love Wrestling Twitch for Saturday Night Love. Look at the new branding of Saturday Night Love, by the way. How rad is that? As by request of Jack Smaller, he wants to do a dive into the model Rick Martel. So we are going to do exactly that and take a dive into the model Rick Martel. That is 8 p.m. Eastern, 8 p.m. Mountain, 10 p.m. Eastern over on twitch.tv/lovewrestlingca, which some of you may be watching right now. And then Sunday over on my personal Twitch, twitch.tv/thebbboris, myself and Mrs. Boris are back with the Degrassi Junior High Watchalong. We're going to start at 3 p.m. Eastern, 1 p.m. Mountain for a couple hours before the Super Bowl. We're into Season 2. Episode 5 is what we're going to start with. We'll probably do about 4 episodes of Degrassi Junior High, the old school, the vintage, the real deal. If you've never seen it before, you're in for a treat. That is the housekeeping. Stick around because AEW Dynamite is coming up in like a minute. Good evening. It's time for AEW Watch Along with Boris.
If you need a feature, you just go Dynamite, jazz hands, it's Dynamite time with Boris.
The rings all set, the lights are bright, so settle in, it's Wednesday night. With matches stacked, the action's prime. AEW's love is Dynamite time, and with Big Bad Boris, we're ready to roll. Let's kick off the night and rock and roll. Rock and roll. Rock and roll. Let's kick off the night and rock and roll.
Yes, indeed. Let's kick off the night and rock and roll with AEW Dynamite. My name is Big Bad Boris. You are on the Love Wrestling Podcast Content Network. AEW is live in Las Vegas, Nevada, as we go to MJF. What are we talking about here? I find Dynamite interesting tonight as they are in the Pearl Theater in Vegas, which is where AEW, where GCW had the Collective last year. So kind of an interesting venue choice. But I have a special treat for you all. I did not come alone. You will not be bored by just me talking in your ear. I have brought one of my favorite people on the face. I'm going to sing his praises now, and I can see him right down there. He's blushing. One of my favorite people in the world. He's a good dancer. He's a snappy dresser. He makes a hell of a grilled cheese sandwich. His wavy hair sends my heart a-fluttering. None other than Mr. Jack Pride. Jack Pride, it is Wednesday Night Dynamite. How you doing, boss?
I'm doing good. How are you, man?
I got my sugar-free cherry Pepsi, and we got Dynamite going on. I'm ready to go.
Yeah, that sounds like win-win. I got cherry bubbly.
See, I don't like that stuff. Tastes like TV static to me. Like, but a lot of
I've
people
been
like
drinking
it.
that. Huh?
A lot of people really like that stuff, though.
Yeah, it's gotten real popular. I used to drink it all the time when I was like a kid, like 6 years old. I would drink a can of just like straight club soda, and then
Really?
yeah. And as this trend has gone, and there's all the flavors, and there's the different kinds, and you can get like more carbonated, less. Like I'm like OG. So all this is just like fancy dressing at this point.
Ah. So you are a regular Dynamite viewer. What do you think about what we got going on right now? We saw Tommaso Ciampa make a debut last week and then won the title on Saturday. That was a very quick turnaround. What do you think of the state of AEW right now? I know that's a very grandiose question, but you know what I mean.
I really like it. I think they're like really finding their voice right now, and like really doing. It's just different, and like it's not. I don't want to say like for the, like I think just as far as in their own caps, I think they're like hitting a stride. And like I said, finding their own voice. Everyone's kind of finding their spot where they work in the card, and more often than not, like the whole card is good top to bottom. Like I enjoy it top to bottom.
The audio from my mic does not sound good, is what I'm being told.
You sound like a little hollow, but it sounds. Or is it me?
Let me just. I'm checking it against the playback here. Bear with me. Oh no, that doesn't sound good at all. Okay, bear with me for a second while I figure this out. Talk amongst yourself.
Yeah, I don't know. Dynamite just kind of feels more. I've said this on here before with you, Boris, that I think AEW it's professional wrestling more, and WWE is sports entertainment more, and neither is inherently better or worse than the other. They just are, and it's just kind of what your preference is.
How's that sound? Does that sound better or worse or the same?
I think that sounds better.
All right, let me check against the playback again here. This is a very professional operation I got going on here, I know. No, that sounds like dog shit. What is going on here?
Bill?
What is going on? All right. All right. I'm very unprofessional. Hang on a second here.
Of course, it's working on his sound.
All right, let's check this one more time. Did I just blow your brains out with my microphone?
No, Audrey, she crochets, so she has a light that goes around her neck.
Oh, look at
And
that.
she turned it on. I don't know how to turn it on, but it blinded me. Yeah, so I got punched in the eyes with her
My
crochet
microphone's
light.
on. Yeah, my microphone sounds completely fucked, and I don't know why. And I'm quite upset about it. Yeah, because it sounds like it's not coming from my microphone. It sounds like it's coming from like the microphone in my laptop, and that's not how this is supposed to work. Anyway, there's a match going on in the ring. I didn't catch who it was.
The sixth man. This is Death Riders against the Don Callis family.
All right, I'm really annoyed at myself right now. I'm sorry. I don't know why this is happening. I have the exact same input that I had earlier on today, Dustin. I don't know what's going on.
Weird.
But I'm angry. Yeah, that sounds like dog shit. What is going on? They're really pushing the El Clone, hey?
Yeah. I'm kind of sad because when he originally showed up, he was supposed to be like the opposite side to Hologram.
Yeah, and then he got hurt, which is too bad because I bet they would have had some killer matches. Yeah, El Clone is Arez, who's worked a lot on the indies, and he's really, really good. I quite like him.
Yeah, I've enjoyed everything he does. I was pretty hyped for that coming feud because it looks like the way their gear, it looks like Tron, and I'm a big fan of the Tron series, so with all like the hologram and all,
Yeah.
it looks neat. It looks like the gear they wear when they ride the light cycles.
Okay, hang on one second.
Oh, just me. This is horrible. I didn't ask for this at all.
You'll be fine.
I'm just gonna have to carry this now. Yeah, I've really been enjoying this. The Death Riders going babyface. That's been fun. With just like Mox being like, yeah, I really like this tournament. What? Figure it out?
Hello?
That definitely sounds worse.
Worse.
Oh, that sounds better now.
Okay, hang on. Let me hear myself. Give me 1 sec.
This sounds better. This sounds the best.
I figured it out. God bless America. I had to re-log into StreamYard because StreamYard logged me out and it like changed all my microphone settings. I am so sorry for that, but like I can't live in a world like that. I'm so sorry. Hello, welcome to AEW Dynamite. Yeah, I think the El Clone thing would have been super cool with hologram, and I thought they were just going to keep him off TV for all. But I'm glad that they decided to still kind of go ahead with it, and they're giving him a lot of TV time on Collision, which is a fun little show. I quite enjoy Collision. It's like a good Saturday night kind of WCW Saturday night sort of thing.
It looks like a lot of like I've only ever seen clips of it. I haven't been able to find any plays of it, so I don't get to watch it. So, but it looks like they've been putting like important stuff goes on that show.
Yeah.
Which
do you have cable of some sort?
Kind of, yeah. Do they still play it on TSN?
No, it's on USA Network Canada, which is like a special cable-y channel that
I'll have to look into that then.
yeah.
Because like some of those matches, like they're pretty high profile. Even like you mentioned, like Ciampa winning the TNT title. Like for a while there, I had kind of written Collision off. It's just kind of like filler show. Let's just get some guys working, have some fun. But like they do real shit on there.
Yeah. Pac is jacked, man.
Yeah.
Like he's always looked good, but like lately he just like it seems like his skin is tight, if that makes any sense.
Yeah, no, that absolutely does. Yeah, huge Pac fan, and he just looks mean and is mean, and like even when he's a baby face, he's just like the bastard Pac is the perfect name.
It's miles away from the smiling dork that
Like
that
Neville?
WWE had him be. Yes, correct. While we're in commercial again, look at the new branding. That's the wrong thing. Let's pretend that look at the new branding for Saturday Night Love. Look how fancy that looks.
Oh, that looks official as heck.
I know. And speaking of which, this week on Saturday Night Love, by request of one Jax Wilder, it's going to be all Rick Martel all the time on Saturday Night Love at 8 o'clock Mountain, 10 o'clock Eastern on Saturday night. Of course, the big show coming up on the 27th, LPW 45, Fistful of Tights at the Rec Room. Tickets available right now, Tixter.com/Love Wrestling. And of course, Sunday before the Super Bowl, over on my own Twitch channel, the Degrassi Junior High Watch-Along continues. Season 2, Episode 5. What sort of shenanigans will Joey Jeremiah get up to this time around? I want to talk to you about some of the I don't know if you want to talk about this, but some of you've been doing some backstage agenty things in LPW lately. Do you want to talk about that, or you want me just to shut up? Kind of hard to put the toothpaste back in the tube at this point now, though, isn't it?
Yeah, it's something for me to do while I'm figuring out my life, dealing with this injury and getting things going along with that. Well, like I had the original like bad version of the injury, and then I got given a timeline and everything was trending well, and then all of a sudden a relapse, and and so now there's like no timeline. It just like I just have to live my life and figure it out, because like I still have to. It sucks. I'm still dealing with pain up to this, like still today. So like nothing I want to risk in wrestling, because like I think I told you at the last one, like if it goes out again, that's it. There's no like that's the last one. So I want to give this as much time so that either A, there is no next one, or B, if there is, I've done more, so it feels more my terms kind of thing. So in the meantime, while I'm figuring that off before because like I still have grand aspirations to be in the ring and do stuff. So until such time as I get to do that again, this keeps me involved, help creatively, keeps me involved and just like hanging out with the guys and girls backstage. And it's a new avenue. It's a new way to, it's a new puzzle to solve. I like it. I've had fun doing it. So
is there any like physiotherapy you could do or anything, or is it just time has to heal it? Work out or and that kind of thing, or
so time has to kind of just like time's a factor, and then like I do rehab stuff. Rich has a program that he had set up for me that I've been doing, and it helps. But like honestly, it's just like some days are better than others. Some days I just like don't have it in the tank to do anything. Like when I would get home from work, it's just like spent. So like, if you think about it, like it's kind of the same way I think about mental health. Like you have a tank and you only have so much to give. And my back only has so much to give, and I just got to like incrementally build it up so that tank gets bigger. I went climbing the other day with Audrey, which was really fun. It's like being at like a jungle gym, like a kid again. So I love it. So it's good.
Daniel Garcia joining the Death Riders. Good move for his career or bad move for his career?
Good move for his career. Like, I'm not a fan. I feel like this experiment has been going on for quite some time, and he just gets like bopped around. So he's not for me, but I think this is like the most potential that he's had. Because like when he was Jericho Appreciation Society, he was just like another guy, and then he did that stupid dance, and that was his thing, and I thought that was dumb as shit.
It got over though.
Until it didn't, like. And like I strongly dislike spots in wrestling where it's just like when the spots where he would get up in the corner and instead of 10 punching, he would just hump the guy in the face doing his dance. I can't stand that shit. Like even like Stephanie Vacour doing her whatever she calls it, slamming their face into the mat. Yeah.
Oh, that's okay.
Yeah. Queen Aminata does a version of it in AEW. Like all that stuff is just like I don't like that stuff. So I've never really gotten on board with Daniel Garcia.
Did you watch the Rumble?
I did watch the Rumble.
And
what did you think?
Again, I'm not a regular viewer, so I didn't know any of the stories of things or what I'm supposed to do or what I'm supposed to feel, but it all felt, I mean, I'm not a fan of the Saudi thing to begin with because it's sports washing to the nth degree, but like the whole thing just seemed kind of soulless, but that's the way that they're just the way that they do business, and the Dodge Ram advertisements on the turnbuckles annoying me. But like I don't know the stories, and I just feel like Roman Reigns won, which is more of the same, but I don't know any better. I don't know what everyone loves. Sol Ruka. I think Sol Ruka sucks, but I shouldn't say that out loud because it's mean.
She's got a great finisher that I want to steal. The Soul Snatcher, whatever the heck. That's cool. She's fine.
I must be in the minority because everyone's told me I'm wrong. So maybe again, and in fairness to that, I've seen 2 matches. One on Saturday night's main event and the Rumble. So I don't really have a big sample size.
I've seen a few of hers. Like, I'm more inclined to agree with you. Like, she's fine. She's very serviceable. She is adequate in the ring. She doesn't do anything to blow my hair back other than that finish.
I do like that Javon Evans guy. He's a freak athlete. Don't know anything about him, but he's there's a lot of talent in there. It's a very sanitized pro wrestling show, and it always has been for the most part. Not counting the Attitude Era, which ages horribly, if you ask me, but
horrendously.
Yeah.
I kind of made the comment. I think it is wholly and entirely now sports entertainment.
Daniel Garcia just ate the pin in this match, by the way.
Good. You're like a 3 second. I got a 3 second lag because I watched through TSN. So, like as you said, he ate the pin. They started the pin.
Oh, so I'm living in the future. Okay, I won't spoil you of how the future is.
Like the
this
Rumble,
is something they started doing on Collision. Sorry to cut you off. The little countdown gimmick in the corner, 39 minutes to Omega. And I think that's rad. I love that. That gives it big fight feel. I think that's really cool.
Yeah, honestly, like that, there's probably some like thought behind it to make sure that viewers tune back in.
Ratings and all that kind of fun stuff.
Yeah, like honestly, because sometimes like I love Dynamite, but sometimes I look at the card and I'm like, I'll tune in towards the end because this match probably be the main event, and I got stuff going on. And then it'd be like, crap, they put that match right at the start, so I missed it. But then if they do stuff like this, if somebody, do you know what I mean? Like you can tune in and then you might get a viewership spike. So
I don't have anything going on. So
how you been enjoying or not Andrade since he popped back in this time?
Now I want to know the deal with Andrade, like back and forth. Is it him? Is he difficult to work with? Is he a dick? I don't know the man. I've never met the man. I don't have anything to base that on. I always liked his work, and I'd like to see him featured in a more prominent role, more closer to a main event thing. And it's good because we need more heels. But I mean, I've always liked his work and his look.
Yeah. Like the only negative thing that I've ever really read, is I think he wasn't really too keen on learning English all that well. He just preferred to stick with Spanish, but like
that could be a hindrance. I could see that. I could definitely see WWE not being thrilled with that.
Yeah. I'm looking forward to this match. MJF and Brody King.
Just don't let him talk. Don't let Brody talk anymore. I love him. I think he's great, but
Audrey she's a huge Brody King fan, and as you said, don't let him talk. She just like pouted and it's like, yeah, she loves him, but like it's his Achilles heel right now.
He has, and it's just he has the voice of a normal man, and like after he does, all the barking and all that, which is rad. After the first time I heard him speak after that, I'm like, oh shit, just don't talk, just bark.
Yeah,
because the talking doesn't match his murderous look.
Well, and he's the lead singer of a band called God's Hate. Mm-hmm. So like, what?
Yeah,
you'd think he could put some of like the growl into his voice when he's doing promo.
That's what I was expecting, but they need to turn him.
I like him as a babyface, and I think he's better as just a murderous heel.
I thought last week they were going to turn him and make him MJF's henchman. Put him on the payroll. I don't know if that's a great role for him, but at the same time, you run with that for 6, 8, 9, 10 months, then finally have him turn on MJF, and then he gets the big baby run. That's a thought I had.
The way they set Wardlow up like that, and then he hurt himself.
Yeah,
I shouldn't say hurt himself. Got hurt. Like none of that was his fault. Like he is a victim of bad timing.
Yeah, where is he now? Is he cleared?
I think he's hurt
again.
Yeah, like. It's just like they've been having some bad injury troubles lately. Like I think he's down with injury. Jake Doyle, him and
I heard he got hurt now already.
Yeah, he tore his bicep.
Yeah.
Like
what kind of guy just gets hurt and is out for years at a time? I mean, what kind of guy does that?
Yeah, just the worst.
That was mean. I take that back. You can punch me. You get one punch in the face.
Oh, come on now. That was good.
But yeah, Brody King love, but not the talking. Let your fists and your barking do the talking, and And if he loses clean tonight, it's not good. I don't know how they're gonna get out of this situation unless he does pin him, and that's how we get to the March pay-per-view. I don't know.
Yeah, like a clean loss to MJF, though he's the champ, is a step back for Brody, I think. But then you can't.
I definitely agree.
I don't think you can have him just straight up pin the champ this close to like an event. Like, I don't foresee them putting Brody King on the title picture path right now. I think he's kind of like...
There's a lot of moving parts in there already right now.
Yeah, so he's building to that level. So I don't think he needs to win tonight, but I think MJF needs to cheat. Or maybe he does lose clean and this starts Brody down the path to be going to heel.
I guess we'll have to wait and see.
Yeah, it's weird.
How do you feel about Sonic the Hedgehog?
Sonic, like the video game?
Correct.
I played it on Game Gear mostly, but it's okay.
I watched Mrs. Boris play Sonic the Hedgehog on stream this afternoon because I got off work early, and it was less frustrating than watching her try to play Super Mario Brothers. Painful. It was painful.
Is she not an avid gamer?
She is not an avid gamer, and I've discovered the joy of emulation. And now, having the library of the Nintendo and the Sega Genesis is making me revisit all the games I loved when I was a kid and realizing I'm no better at them now than I was when I was 12. William Ospreay, he should be due back soon again, you would think, right?
I heard, like, just before Christmas, like, he wasn't doing the best.
Oh, really?
Yeah. So who knows? Like, this does seem like a pretty well put together package for somebody that's not coming back relatively soon. Unless this is like, hey, don't forget about Ospreay.
That could exactly be it.
Okay, I got a question. Ospreay, or not Ospreay, Ricochet has always been pretty outspoken. He recently went on a podcast, and I saw this on one of the pages I follow. He commented and said the 5 years with WWE was like a blip that tarnished his wrestling legacy. He was very specific with his wording about his wrestling career, in-ring career. He thinks the 5 years with WWE essentially were like soulless, and just like he compared it to the Thanos snap, and he was gone for 5 years, and then they snapped and brought him back when he came to AEW and got back to what made him Ricochet.
I think there's a lot of merit to that. I don't think that he was able to really shine either way. He was, just like Neville, he was, the high flying mid-card smiling baby face, and that's fine and dandy, and hopefully, he was on TV and hopefully he made a lot of money. As for the actual, like, the in-ring work and all that, it was again very sanitized and very whatever. Now he's able to kind of bust out of the shell. We all know what he can do physically, and this heel run, they give a lot of the ex-WWE guys a chance to shine in ways they weren't. And I wonder if WWE looks at some of these guys and wonder, like, did we miss the boat on Shane Strickland? Did we miss the boat on what we could have done with Ricochet or even Pac? But I would definitely agree with that. I think, he wasn't invisible, but he was certainly not on the radar of a lot of people in a big way. Look at the denim gimmick here for Timeless Tony. That's pretty tremendous.
I love it. And she's another one, too. I've heard a lot of, I shouldn't say I've heard a lot. Like, I've read some articles based on, like, some of the female WWE superstars going on podcasts. And a lot of them have been putting Tony over. Like, a lot of them have nothing but the best to say about her. And amongst all the unfortunate internet wrestling culture of WWE versus AEW, I really, really, really love when the people from one company will put over the people from the other company, because ultimately it's just like the workers supporting the workers, and I love that.
And I think there's a ton of guys that work for each company that are super friendly with.
Yeah.
I mean, we have the same thing here with the different companies. There's a bunch of the guys that work for LPW that are really good friends with guys that work in other companies. So, yeah, I definitely think. And, yeah, I mean, part of the brotherhood for the most part, unless you do something real stupid.
Yeah, unless you suck royally as a human being.
And Jack Pride, you do not suck royally as a human being.
Only moderately.
Oh, here's the tag. In the future, there'll be a tag.
Oh, I can see it building. Hi, Sloth. Do you need something?
The Mongolian chop.
I love that,
see the
too.
Mongolian chop around a lot. What are we doing here, guys? All right, there we go.
What?
Yeah, the Pearl Theater kind of has a little bit of Hammerstein Ballroom feel to it with those boxes on the side. Yeah, that's where GCW did the Collective last year. I wonder how many people you can fit in that place.
I honestly, like, and I think I said this the last time I was on here, I like that they switched to these smaller venues rather than staying in the bigger venues when, like, crap, like, ticket sales aren't great and they got to, like, shift everyone on one side. This just looks and it gives a better feel and the crowd sounds better. I really dig some of these, like, amphitheater venues they go to.
Yeah, when they were here last, I'm surprised they're running Rogers again here in April. When they were here last, it felt like a half-attended WWE house show. It didn't feel like a TV show just because it was so sparse, and I feel bad for the guys who got to try to fill that void of space, because it was a good show and I had a lot of fun. But I think like I had a blast at TNA. TNA packed out that smaller building, and it was a great vibe, and it was super fun. Had fun at AEW too, but very different vibe.
Yeah.
I'm surprised they're running Rogers again, but I don't really know because I think they're too big for where TNA ran, but there's nowhere kind of in the middle between, the
what about
Northlands and the big building.
Shaw Conference Center, maybe?
I don't know how you would I haven't been to the Shaw Conference Center in 1,000 years, so I don't know if they've changed it, but I'm not sure how you'd hook that up for wrestling.
What are they doing anything in the Coliseum, or is that just like?
I think they're finally got approval to tear it down. I think it's just a big empty chasm of nothing. Like all the seats are torn out of it and everything.
Oh wow, I didn't know it was that far.
Oh yeah, hair versus hair. I forgot about that.
Jesus.
Fabulous. And good old Luther's getting paid.
Yeah.
Are we seeing Jericho in WWE, or is this still like a thing we're all expecting? I don't really follow the stories about that.
I think part of him, he just wants to drive the number up, because at this point in his career, wrestling needs, I shouldn't say that, but Jericho doesn't really need to come back if he didn't want to. He's doing well enough. So I think he let his contract go, or whatever happened there. And then he timed a little stint with Fozzy just to let things percolate and build. And then regardless of wherever he ends up, because everyone was expecting him at the Rumble. And then I saw he was still on AEW's roster page.
He's still on the website. Yep.
So Tony Khan's pretty good about when the guys, this person's not with us, we'll get him off our stuff. So there's a part of me that thinks that Jericho might just be trolling everybody in a sense, and just making everyone think, oh, of course he's going back to WWE, just to come back and do one final push in AEW and then hang it up.
All righty, we got Darby Allin skateboarding to the building, which I'm sure is a real thing that happens.
I'd believe it.
We got Clark Connors and the guy whose name I forgot. Gabe Kidd, that's his name. Thanks, Boris.
I heard a rumor that WWE was pushing hard to sign Gabe Kidd.
I mean, he would do well pretty much anywhere, I think. All righty, here comes the Hangman.
Oh.
In the future.
There it is. And you know what I like too that AEW has been doing? They post the card at least day of, morning of Dynamite, if not before that.
And one big graphic that just stick in the middle of a social media post. Yep.
Yeah, I think they still get a lot of undue hate, or just no one gives them the full credit, because they're doing a lot of things right, I think. I think it took them a few years, and I think they changed identity a couple of times, but I think they've kind of landed on something really concrete right now.
Poor Mark Davis was getting something going with Jake something, and now he's got to go it alone again. What's his name? Jake Doyle.
Jake Doyle now.
How long does the torn bicep keep you out? Quite a while, I would imagine.
I think that is, if he does surgery, I think it could be 6 to 8 months, I think. And if it's not bad enough for surgery, I think that could be 8 to 12 weeks. But I mean, I'm not a doctor. I'm going off what I
Yeah.
can remember in the past. So I think the big determiner is if he needs / gets surgery or not.
You're not a doctor, but you play one on TV?
I do. One thing I used to do back in the day when I was younger and I would go to parties all the time. At least once, I would try to at least once every party go up to somebody relatively random, or maybe someone I knew and I wanted to put on the spot. You just come into another conversation and you look at everybody and doctor, and you just put your hand out and say doctor. And then I always could gauge who was cool if they would shake my hand and also call me doctor, because the kind of shit you see on TV shows all the time.
That's a solid test, actually. Yeah.
Yeah. So there was definitely times at parties I would go up and doctor, and I'd get nothing, and then I'd find the one person that would shake my hand back, and now we're drinking together this party for the next hour because that was hilarious and awesome.
Yep, that's the guy that I'm going to hang out with.
Yeah.
Speaking of which, in 5 hours and 22 minutes, it will be exactly 1 month since I had any kind of substance.
Nice.
Yeah, I'm pleased.
Audrey is cheering in the background for you.
Oh, thank you. I appreciate that.
Yeah.
What's she doing over there? Quilting? Is she making you a blanket, a t-shirt, a holder?
She is
maybe
in the middle. She is testing a new pattern that someone she follows made. Is for can't see that. It's a gummy bear purse, bag.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so it's really neat. It looks like a gummy bear when the light hits it and you get a bit of a glint on it.
Okay.
Yeah. So she's doing that while I'm here, and we're both just watching Dynamite. So it's nice.
You kids are so in love. My goodness.
Aw, so cute.
Oh man. Crushing him in the corner like he was nothing but I don't know, whatever. I'm not a good commentator. Let's be honest with ourselves.
Yeah,
all right. We're back in commercial. I want to talk about Degrassi Junior High. You don't even know anything about Degrassi Junior High, do you?
I saw Degrassi, the second generation, on its first run. So I know that there was a Degrassi that came first. I've never watched it, but I know it exists.
You're missing out on quite possibly one of the greatest television programs ever. Anything that could possibly be bad that would happen to a kid in 1987 happened to these kids. Let me tell you, they tackled issues in 1987 that your parents wouldn't talk to you about.
87. That is the year I was born.
I was 11, and you can go fuck yourself. What TV shows are you watching? Stranger Things or Breaking Bad or Jersey Shore? I don't know.
Never watched Jersey Shore. Breaking Bad is wonderful, and Stranger Things is one of the biggest TV disappointments I've experienced.
I have never watched a frame of Stranger Things, and
it was great.
See myself doing it anytime soon.
It was great up until the 5th season, and then the finale was trash.
So what is it about? Is it about kids fighting aliens? That's always what I took out of it. Is there more to it than that? Don't worry about spoiling because I don't give a shit.
It's based off a conspiracy theory from MK Ultra, and it's called Project Montauk, where they allegedly were taking kids that they thought were gifted and putting them through these experiments to try and all sorts of things. If you read about Project Montauk, but in Stranger Things, they have these kids with special abilities, and they're trying to use them to find alternate dimensions. And then they end up, one of them punches through. And if you've heard of them talking about the Upside Down, that's kind of it's a secondary reality, and that's where all the bad guys are. And it's actually really well done up until the 5th season. The 5th season the 5th season, they had 3 years or something to write it and get it ready for when they put it into production. And they got a budget, like it's the biggest budget season of TV ever. They're just so much over the topness. And these guys phoned it in. Just absolutely phoned it in. Rife with plot holes, stuff. There were so many plot holes that a conspiracy grew online that the Duffer Brothers, the guys who created it, did it on purpose so that they could release, like a month later, this secret episode that would be like, see, these weren't plot holes. We were just setting up this secret episode, except there was no secret episode. And it was just a shitty season of TV full, like Swiss cheese levels of plot holes.
I hate sci-fi.
Really?
Hate sci-fi. If you're telling me, hey, I watched a movie, it's this dystopian, and as soon as you say the word dystopian, I'm out. Or the other buzz thing I hate is oh, there's this great movie. It's post-apocalyptic New York. Out. No, I have no imagination. That's why I like wrestling so much, I guess. Yeah, not a sci-fi dude. Don't get just space aliens and laser. I'm out.
Not your deal.
Reruns of The Office. No, not really. No, I'll watch Hell's Kitchen instead.
Oh, Audrey, big fan of that. She also hates. She likes Hell's Kitchen, dislikes sci-fi. So
I thought she was a big comic book person. Am I just assuming things?
She's a big reader. I'm more comic books. She reads real books.
Oh, real books, like with pages.
Yeah.
I read one once. No, I've read quite a bit of books, but all I read about is I have read exactly 5 fiction books in my life. All the Harry Potter books, because the lady got me into it, and I really enjoyed them. And American Psycho are the only fiction books I've read. I've read tons of books about pro wrestling and about music. I love like music biographies and books like about the history of punk rock and stuff, and heaps of wrestling books, and a few sport, like a few baseball ones mixed in. But fiction, no, I got no imagination.
So when you read stuff, if you're not into that, I'm curious because I've apparently not everyone can do this. When you read stuff, do you picture it in your head? Like if you're reading about like a horse running through a field and then it sees a tree with an apple on it and it goes and eats the apple. Do you see the picture?
I don't, but it's really funny that you mentioned that because Melissa does that. I'm going to see if I can get her to come up here for a second. Because I'll be like, picture a snowman with a scarf and a toque on drinking a Slurpee. And I'll be like, what color's the Slurpee? She's like, oh, he's purple and the scarf is this and this. Like she'll get that picture. And my brain doesn't work that way. I'm going to see if she can come here for a second and explain that.
Yeah, I'm
She's
in that
making
group.
me pork chops right now because she loves me.
Yeah, Audrey is also making us pork chops in a little bit.
Oh, look at that. Nature is healing. But no, I don't really picture, unless it's like Harry Potter, I could picture because I watched some of the movies before I read the book, so I could picture that because I already had the visual. But if it's just like something, not really, no.
So if you have no outside reference, the picture doesn't show up?
No. Like I can understand like a horse running through a field and I can process that information, but I don't get a picture of it. Do you?
Yes.
You're smarter than me.
That's it's just the way your brain, it has nothing to do with being smart. It's just how, I guess it's just a thing. I always thought everybody did it, but apparently it's just not. There's a lot of things I used to think, ooh, that almost went wrong.
I'm not paying attention. I'm sure it's wonderful, though. What went wrong?
He went for that scoop into the pile driver gimmick that he does. And he scooped him, but he kind of slipped. So as he went for the pile driver, thankfully he got Hangman's head. Or Hangman got his head out of the way, so he didn't. Because otherwise it would have just spiked.
We don't want that.
Yeah.
So how many books does Audrey read in a year? Like
50? She read 34 last year.
34. Are they fiction books, non-fiction books, atlases, encyclopedias?
Mostly
the above?
fiction. She's read a couple. Yeah, she read a couple of my wrestling biographies that I got kicking around, but mostly she reads fiction.
Those romance novels with Fabio on the cover with his hair flowing in the wind and his nipples? No?
She reads a lot of horror and fantasy, but like the kind of fantasy that has smut in it. So every now and then she'll
So I'm
tell
kind
me
of
about
on the right track.
a little bit. So every now and then she'll tell me about her books and how horrible the smut is. She's like, it's not sexy at all. And then she'll read it to me. And then I'm like, yep, that's not sexy at all. That's, kind of a turnoff, in fact. Like,
So is this like, I'm not understanding. Is it consensual or is it not consensual?
no, like it's just like the way it's worded, the way
Okay.
the author explains it. There's
see.
just no charisma to some of it. It's just like the words, and then they fucked kind of thing, instead of just like buttering it up. Do you know what I mean? Like if you're an author, you should have those flowery words and make it sound,
Well, the exact opposite of romance novels with Fabio's nipples on the cover.
Yeah.
No throbbing manhood.
Oh, that's a thing sometimes too. It's yeah.
I'm gonna start a band and call it Throbbing Manhood. All right, Hangman Page Davis here on Dynamite.
Throbbing Manhood. That sounds like a punk band, I think.
It works. So he will face the winner of Andrade and Kenny Omega. Oh, Hangman has a microphone. Oh yeah, they're going to Australia next week.
Yeah. Australian Grand Slam.
Yeah, they haven't really done much prep for Revolution at all. They barely mentioned it, but it's still a ways away.
Yeah. I like that they do pay-per-views, but not monthly.
I felt like they were towards the end of last year. I felt like there was a lot.
They were starting to just like rattle them off, but then they go through like, I don't know. I like with how everything is like these days, and then what I like in wrestling, like good 8 pay-per-view year. I think that's solid.
Yeah.
Because like it gives you more time to focus on what would be like the big 4.
Kevin Knight.
Did you see Mike Bailey what on his stream? He was talking about names for his trio.
Oh, very aware, yeah. Yeah.
Good name? Do you think that's going to be like the unofficial? They don't actually put it on air, but everyone calls them that.
They were chanting it last week like crazy.
Oh, actually, speaking of that, what did you see Royce Keys debut at the Rumble?
Yeah. I mean, yeah, it was fine.
Yeah.
What
do you think of the name, though?
Anyway. It's whatever. It's a name. I don't know.
I was a Powerhouse Hobbs fan. I think it's a great name. I think they're kind of starting to finally like use him well for him, and like having him with Joe was good. I hate the name Royce Keys. It's just like all I can picture is just car keys.
But they have very boring. Like somebody should build like an app, like a WWE name generator app, where you could just put in your name, like Jack Pride, and it would just spit out this generically boring. Your new name is John Hurley. Okay.
Yeah.
There's just I don't know. They're just everything's sanitized and everyone like dresses like everybody else, and I don't know.
That is one thing. Yeah, it just everyone looks like everyone else. Like, yeah.
Do you care about the Olympics?
I used to. I don't so much anymore. I've struggled with my Canadian patriotism off and on for like the last few years. So
how come? Is everybody
just
stupid?
like what's that?
Is everyone stupid?
Yeah. Well, it's just like with how things are these days and like how socially conscious people are in general and how I've become that way. Like I have a struggle with the whole like Canada is built on stolen land thought. So like I struggle with being patriotic with a place that's like built on such not great things. So like I love that I'm Canadian still and not like American. Like it could be worse. But I remember being younger and just like being like I have Team Canada hockey jerseys hanging in my closet. I used to be like, oh, new Team Canada jersey for hockey for these Olympics. Boom, bought that. Now I'll watch a couple of games. I might like if Canada made it the gold medal, I might watch that. But like, I don't care the way I used to.
Games are all early in the morning, like 8 and 10 in the morning. So
yeah, because it's in Italy.
Yeah, I'll be working. I might watch. We like to pick random sports and just like learn about them. Like during the Summer Olympics, we learned about volleyball, and like there's a dude that wears a different color jersey on the volleyball court, and he's got a special name, and there's stuff he can do that other guys can't do. We like to pick random shit, and like that one where they cross country ski and then they shoot things. I want to know more about that nonsense. Was that what it is?
Yeah. There's a Robin Williams stand up, and he's talking about all the weird sports in the Olympics. It was the year that the Canadian won the first snowboarding one and then tested positive for marijuana. And he's like, he was making jokes about, of course, the Canadian was stoned and like they're snowboarders. But he talks about like talking about screwed up Olympic sports. And he's like, and what about this one? Cross country ski and then you shoot somebody? It's like, what is that? Norwegian drive-by? And so, yeah, that always makes me laugh.
All right, here comes Andrade. I want to know how much money Lance Archer's making to do fuck all nothing.
He just comes in. He doesn't even put on gear. Yeah.
Is there too many dudes in the Don Callis family?
Not yet. I'm not saying add more, but it doesn't, to me, seem like too much yet.
I feel like if we don't know what to do with you, then we just put you there until we have an idea.
Yeah. The Don Callis family, it's been great for a lot of these guys, though. Even the guys that aren't like the focal points, I think it helps.
It's been good for Josh Alexander because I think he might have got lost in the shuffle when he came over. So when I first saw it, I didn't care for it, but seeing the way that he's being used and getting TV time, his win-loss record isn't stellar, but he's again a guy that's on TV and making money. So I mean, more power to him. Here comes Kenny Omega. I ring announced a Monster Pro Wrestling show with him on it 100 million years ago.
Yeah, that's crazy.
First time I ever got in a wrestling ring, and I hit myself in the nuts with the middle rope because I didn't know how to get in properly.
Did I tell you about the one show I was on that Kenny Omega was on?
I think you did, but refresh my memory.
I was in Winnipeg. And do you remember when Jericho was doing his New Japan run and he was setting up the match for Kenny?
Yep.
The initial show that Kenny was on, where Jericho's theme came on and it distracted him and Don Callis pinned him, I was at that show.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, I worked that one earlier. It was pretty cool. Yeah, and it was like at the start of this, I barely knew who Don Callis was. It was but yeah, it was pretty neat being on a show with Kenny.
Don Callis worked a PWA show 100 million years ago.
As a worker?
Yes, he wrestled at West Edmonton Mall at Reds on a PWA show. He was, to my knowledge, the first name outside guy that we brought in. New Music Inferno from Las Vegas, Nevada. Are you not? Oh yeah, you're not at the show tonight. You said you might be going, but you are obviously not there unless you are actually there and checking in regardless, which is cool. Hopefully all is well at the Palms Resort and Casino. Yeah, he had hair and he wrestled in track pants and a PWA shirt. I have the video.
Hilarious. Oh.
How many more years do you think Kenny's got left in him?
I got like a few.
You're watching. You're watching while you're attending the event. That's fabulous. Look at that. We got a guy on the scene. Fabulous. Anyway, sorry, Kenny. How many more years do you think Kenny's got on? Who retires first, him or Ospreay?
Who retires first? Kenny,
Yeah.
I think.
Think so?
I think he's got like maybe 5 or less left.
Fernando, my man, what's going on? I brought reinforcements. Jack Pride, someone who's actually over, not like me, who just talks to himself every week. Even though you threw me out of a battle royal once.
I had to.
I thought that I went back, I watched that. I put that on my social medias the other day, and I was watching you try to huck my fat ass over there. I was like, oh my God. And I'm fatter now than I was then. Good God. Was that for a title? Was that for the Mayhem title? I want to say it was.
I believe that was.
I could have been Mayhem champion.
Yeah.
Did you ever hold the title in PWA, or you weren't there? No? Neither did I.
So I was supposed to. The show that was the first one, the one that got canceled by COVID.
The anniversary show?
Yeah, the anniversary show. It was going to be my first Nate show. I was super hyped. I was like so pumped about that. And the angle we were building, me and Thickness, best friends. And then at the very end, Thickness was going to be climbing the ladder. And then I was going to turn on him and then take the title. And that was going to kick off a me and Thickness feud.
All the things that were not meant to be. Is Tekla winning the women's championship next week? I'm going to say yes.
I hope
think it's
not.
time. How come?
I don't think it's time. I don't mind her. She's good. She doesn't scream long-term champion to me just yet. Yeah, like I kind of think Audrey was saying, get her out of the trio, and I kind of agree. Like I think the Triangle of Madness, like I don't think it's working.
It's a little.
I would like to see Sky Blue go off on her own and do something. I think Tekla would actually advance without them.
Julia Hart does nothing for me.
She's done nothing. Like I think, like watching her, I've watched her on AEW for a while. I think she's regressed. So
I think they didn't take enough advantage of that visual of Sky Blue just covered in blood. Like I think that's something they could have used to maybe transform her into more of a badass or what have you. But yeah, kind of that group. I mean, it's not really elevating anyone.
Yeah. Yeah, and like that's the thing. So like, I don't want to sit here and like disparage, but I really feel like Julia Hart is holding back Sky Blue so that tandem can't get out of the blocks because Sky Blue can only do so much.
Were we happy with Willow and that girl whose name I can't remember winning the titles?
Yes.
I thought that was the right call.
I also did. Harley, and that's the difference. Julia
Harley
Hart.
Cameron, that's her friggin' name.
Julia was given the TNT title, and like she was getting better, and then she reached a point where she wasn't. And Harley Cameron's been working her ass off, and it's like noticeable that she's been getting progressively better in the ring. And yeah, I think it was the right call at the right time. Oh no. The suplex on the outside right to Kenny's diverticulitis.
All these ladies are back in the front row. I hate when I get suplexed into my diverticulitis.
I just remember when Kenny came back from his bout with diverticulitis for like several months after it was like they beat that horse to death, bringing up the diverticulitis.
He should have a move called the suicide diverticulitis.
That would be good.
The battle continues. We are going to commercial, which means once again I can take care of the business at hand. Of course, the business being LPW number 45, Fistful of Tights, is going down on Friday, February the 27th at the Rec Room in Edmonton, Alberta, Canada. Tickets available right now at Tixter.com/Love Wrestling. If you cannot be there in person, you can watch live on IWTV, 7 p.m. Mountain, 9 p.m. Eastern, hosted by yours truly. They never should have told me that my microphone is now connected into the house mic, because now I just like to be the voice of God coming down, and it's going to be me getting fired and what have you. Saturday Night Love is back with Jax Wilder requested a dive into the model Rick Martel. So I have procured a whole bunch of Rick Martel, the model Rick Martel matches from WWE Superstars in 1990. We're going to watch those, and it's going to be fabulous. Sunday at 1 o'clock Mountain, 3 o'clock Eastern, over on my Twitch, twitch.tv/TheBBBoris, is Degrassi Junior High, the Watchalong. Season 2 continues. Spike is pregnant. Wheels is adopted. Snake is tall. What will happen next? I guess you'll just have to tune in and find out. Jack Pride will read a comic. His lady will read a book. Mrs. Boris will play Sonic the Hedgehog.
How was she playing Sonic? Was she any good?
No, she was awful at. Well, I mean, she was better at Sonic than she was at Super Mario.
Was it her first time playing either of those?
First time. It might be, actually. I'm gonna put the video up on my YouTube. It's pretty funny because everything I tell her not to do, don't jump on the spikes, and then she would jump on the goddamn spikes, and then I would yell at her. But it was quite fun. We're gonna do more of that. The emulator is the way to go. Do you think Britt Baker's done?
Like, kinda. I read
Britt
a thing.
Baker is horribly overrated anyway.
I don't know if horribly overrated, because she was having some decent matches during her women's title run. But I think she was another one. Maybe she didn't, because like she was doing dentist work. She didn't stop. And I think maybe that kind of hindered her in ring maybe a little bit. Because like, I don't think the AEW women's division would be where it's at if she wouldn't have been where she was. Do you know what I mean? Like, if she wouldn't have been there to be the women's champion at the time, I don't think this division is quite where it is now.
That's fair. All right, we are back. The hour one main event of Kenny Omega and Andrade is continuing. I would think too that AEW have very long, like the turnbuckle piece that connects from the turnbuckle to the post
Yeah.
is very, very long, which gives them, I assume, more ring apron space to do dumb shit constantly.
Yeah. It's funny. Whenever Audrey and I are watching wrestling together and they do a bump on the apron, she'll gasp and be like, "That's the hardest part of the ring."
I don't even say it anymore.
Yeah, it's.
But it's not my most hated thing. You know what my most hated thing is. Everybody knows what I hate the most. Jack Pride, what do I hate the most?
It is. I could have sworn it was your favorite, like a good trade strikes chop
Fuck
battle.
no.
Just like
We haven't seen it yet, this show, which I'm surprised, but I hate it. Hate it, hate
It's
it, hate
coming.
it, hate it. Hey, oh, I know it's coming.
Now, is there a time and place where it's still acceptable, or is it just fully off the menu?
There is a time and place for it. The time and place, if you're Kento Kobashi and you're in All Japan and it's 1992, then yes, that is the time and place for it. In like a show with 8 matches and 6 of them do it in 2026, you can take all those fists and stick them up your rectal opening. The views expressed by Big Bad Boris are not necessarily the views of Jack Pride or Love Wrestling Incorporated. See, now they're doing it! They're doing it right now!
Yeah, and they're fucking hitting each other. Like, that's one thing. Like, watching the Rumble, I noticed, and I'm not saying it as a negative, it's just a thing I noticed. They really, a lot of them pull their punches in a big way. Whereas AEW, it looks like they're just laying everything in.
I've been saying, oh, pardon me, yawning. I've been saying for many years now that punching is a lost art in pro wrestling. I think Scott Hall had some fabulous punches. The Rock had fabulous punches. I think that as the years go by, is becoming a lost thing, and everyone just settles for the forearms. But like a well done work punch is fabulous.
Yeah, I remember. So when I had my match in like season 1 of LPW with Von Vertigo, and we did the finish where he went to introduce Brass Knuckles. I ended up getting him, and I decked him with those. It is the great, and I will never it's like one of my favorite single career highlights. It is the best working punch I've ever thrown. Just full wind up. It looked like I absolutely murdered him, and I barely touched him. And oh Jesus. Yeah, like a really good worked punch that fools everybody. There's just something that feels different about that. It's just
Is it the finish?
No, they've got to do it.
No. I'm saying that worked punch. Was it the finish?
Yeah, so I hit him with the punch. He goes down. He sold it great. Like I just hit him with brass knuckles. I hid them under my arm and pinned him 1, 2, 3, and that was Pride. And then getting excited about the win was Jack, and I lifted my hands, and the brass knuckles fell out, and the referee.
Let's take a look.
I
turn the sound down. Okay, there's the knucks. Oh, that's a good duck, too. That was just enough of a duck. All right, here comes. Oh, did you just do the old switcheroo there? I wasn't paying attention.
Yeah, now he's Pride. That's me as Pride.
Yeah, it looks like you popped him right on the jaw. Yep, nicely done.
Yeah, that is the best working punch I've ever thrown.
And what a time to do it.
Yeah. Ugh.
Meanwhile, Kenny Omega and what's his name are exchanging forearms again.
Still.
Like, I don't mind if you do like 3, like back, forth, back, but like, why? See, now they're doing it again. Like, I just don't know why 2 guys would sit there and like let the other guy hit them.
Yeah.
Oh God, it's
Like, I could get behind a good, like a chop off, specifically a chop off between 2 guys known for, like, let's just fantasy book for a second here. And you got Eddie Kingston against Gunther. And they chop the ever loving piss out of each other because they want to, like, I'm better at this.
Yeah.
I'm tougher than you. Sure. I'm into that.
Take more than you. Yeah. Or like a Brody King kind of thing. Yes.
Yeah.
But again,
just
you got to understand 9 times in a show.
Yeah.
What do you want me to do with that?
But even like, so to your point, even if you did it once on a show, if you're sitting there throwing forearms, in theory, if you're decking somebody with a hard forearm shiver to the side of the head, I don't want to get hit with more than one of those. So like to sit there and trade 30 back and forth, well, now your shots look like garbage. I love that elbow.
And then I was going to say that's one of the best finishes in wrestling right now. But then the other 4 guys or 4 matches that do the forearm exchange and it looks shittier than the one you did just makes them look shitty.
Yeah.
Why is there confetti all over the ring? Oh, someone's coming out. Oh, Swerve will not have this chicanery.
Oh.
Oh, the punch and the dink. The dink will get you every time.
Oh,
right,
Swerve
Audrey?
screwed him anyways.
And now he celebrates with those women who, that group of 4 young, hot women who bought front row tickets and are not obviously put there for storyline purposes.
Not plants at all. I like that his 2 big wins in the last 2 weeks came from nefarious tactics. It's perfect to me.
And if this leads to us getting Omega and Swerve at the pay-per-view, I'm in favor of that as well.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I would like to see Andrade get like an actual shot. I'm glad that he's being given this opportunity to be in this position because I think he's more than capable. Like, I don't think it's a bad problem to have that AEW does right now where their world title picture is crowded.
That's fair. Oh, now Kenny's going to be like, what the hell, dog? Those dastardly heels, they seem to put it over on us, you know?
I just love the absurdity of wrestling. I'm going to scream fight with another grown man, pointing fingers back and forth, the whole while holding my testicles, which have just been punched moments earlier.
Okay, Boris is here. So Brian and I were talking about like reading and how you like picture the things in your mind, and I was explaining how like you picture things in your mind. I can tell you, like, for example, we were talking about this. So there is a snowman wearing a scarf and a toque, and he's drinking a Slurpee. What color is the scarf?
Oh, the Slurpee is orange. I went to the Slurpee. The Slurpee's orange, and it's got like a full blue straw, like the big fat one. It has the dome.
See, like mine brain doesn't work that way, but she gets the details like right like that.
I don't know.
Yeah.
All my stuff is pictures in my head.
Yeah, like you see, like as it's just like described, the picture forms, and you can like live inside that bubble for a second.
Yeah, but I don't always focus on the same thing that he thinks I'm gonna focus on.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I can't just make it up from there. So, do you see him pictures?
Yeah, absolutely. Like everything is just like the more details I'm given, like it starts to pop. Like it's like when you watch on a show and they talk about, and all of a sudden the picture is just slowly building. Each piece gets put in, and then more fills in. And like I'm really big on like I play Dungeons and Dragons a bunch, and I DM, so I like write all of the quests myself. So I have these like huge elaborate like worlds that I've built, and I can see everything I'm putting together, and it's just like pulling pictures, and now I have to put it into words to get it across. Like everything is pictures.
Yep, me too. Me too. He's always pictures too.
We talked about your Sonic the Hedgehog prowess.
I am solid at Sonic.
You're
You
better.
just the key is to just jam the buttons and go fast.
Yeah, in Sonic,
You're better
yes.
at that than you were at Super Mario.
Oh yeah, 100%.
She couldn't beat World 1-1.
No.
What?
Embarrassing.
No.
Almost dumped her.
But I didn't have gaming like consoles when I was a kid, you know.
Yeah.
And the only shit I play on my phone is like puzzles, you know.
Yeah.
So okay, I have things going. I don't want to burn.
Okay, how's pork chops coming along?
They aren't. Ooh,
Why?
Did I just play with your mind?
Why are they not coming along?
I haven't started them yet.
Oh, she's playing with my mind.
Yeah.
Okay, well, thanks for stopping by.
Bye, Jack.
You're always
Bye.
welcome here at Big Bad Boris World Headquarters. Jack Pride says goodbye, and he thinks you're wonderful.
That's because I
Okay.
am. He's wonderful too.
Oh, she says you're wonderful too. Look at all that. Look at all the love. So what happened? Did the security guards get beat up?
Yes. Obviously.
I love when security guards get beat up and they all bump properly. It pops me every time.
Like,
All right.
I'm torn because, like, you're like, absolutely. Like, they take these wonderful bumps because they're like, I have to do this perfectly because they're going to want to take a look. But, like, low key, you shouldn't bump well because your security.
Flail around like an a-hole.
Yeah. Like, take manager bumps.
Oh, right. It's time to play everyone's favorite game.
What's for dinner? Let's find out. Something tasty, there's no doubt. Boris is hungry, he's ready to eat. Then off to bed, his night's complete. What's for dinner?
Every Wednesday during Dynamite, I discuss what Mrs. Boris is making for supper. And tonight, you heard it is pork chops, and it is indeed pork chops with a side of poutine because I'm fat. And I will get fatter still. But you know what? You only live once, I guess, right?
That's right.
I got to keep in shape for my retirement match. Also, this is what 50 pounds of marijuana looks like in human form.
Well, yes, absolutely. I love that it says Thickness Reed Matthews on the bottom of it, too.
Because he's the one that's from the very first episode of Saturday Night Love, which I should rerun again one day. And yeah, a bunch. Were you there? Were you?
Yeah.
Everybody was at, I think it was the McDonald's or something in Saskatchewan after a PPW show.
Yeah. And we killed kayfabe that day in a big way.
It's never been the same, I tell you. Yeah, I should rerun that as a special one day. Oh boy. So what else is new? What else is going on?
Oh,
Would you pay $65 for a t-shirt at a concert, or would you rather just give them the finger and say, I don't think so?
it would depend on the $65 for a t-shirt. Like, that's got to be either a band I absolutely love, and like also be a t-shirt design that it's like, that's fucking awesome. Like one that I got was a band that I really love called 3 Inches of Blood. They had stopped performing for 10 years, and then they had a return concert that turned into 2 shows, that turned into 4 shows, that turned into, like, now they're touring again. But at the time, I thought it was like that one weekend was it. So I paid $65 for a t-shirt for that one, because it was like their big, it was supposed to be like a big farewell to all their fans. Audrey and I actually flew out to Vancouver to see that show. So good. Like, absolutely unreal. They didn't lose a step. And then, yeah, the fans, some of their fans flew in from like Sweden and the Nordic countries. So yeah, they were like, oh, people still really love us, so I guess we'll go tour again. And then I saw them again. They were in Edmonton recently, like last year, and I actually got to talk to the bass player for a little bit until some drunk guy came and interjected, and I lost my opportunity.
Would you put the title on Megan Bayne before you put the title on Tekla?
The women's title?
Correct.
Yeah.
Interesting. Okay.
Because, like, I think they're gearing her, like, I think they might be the ones to take the tag titles off of Babes of Wrath.
Yeah.
But I would still... Yeah, I would still put Megan Bayne over Tekla for the women's title right now. I'm just not a big Tekla fan. Like, there's just something about her I just don't like. Just her person, I don't know. The way she presents her character, I don't know.
I think
she reminds me of somebody, so it irks me.
Oh, you tell me off the air who that is, or is it me?
Yeah, it's you.
Her
long blonde locks.
Yes, fair. I think that Megan Bayne is kind of like the Brody King of the women's division, like a big monster, like that could technically, could be put over anyone, but we're just not really pulling the trigger on it, kind of thing. If that makes sense.
Yeah,
but we keep it in our back pocket, like not like an Archer. Lance Archer, who just isn't really doing anything, but just like somebody we could pull the trigger on at some point, but we're just going to hold that in our pocket for a while and see when and if we need it.
Yeah, I think she's one with the body of work that she's put out there and how she presents herself and carries herself in the ring. If you were to just like crank that up a couple notches, she's a very, very believable like women's champ, and I could see her carry it like not just transitionally. So
yeah.
And I am not a big... What's that?
Go ahead.
I was going to say, I am not the hugest fan of Penelope Ford, though.
I was literally just going to say, it's a sweet deal for Penelope Ford to kind of get that rub, though.
Yeah.
We're on the same page on that. Like, I don't have any, like, negative feelings towards her, but she would not be in this position if she was, there's a lot other talent that I would put forward before her if she was on her own.
Yes, I completely agree. I think being in this team with Megan Bayne is an easy way to highlight the best of Penelope Ford and kind of keep anything that might not be top tier kind of hidden a little better. Big fan of Willow. Everything she's doing, though.
And she was super cool when she was here for us too. Like,
yeah, it's really nice.
It's not a gimmick. Like, she's just like a cool person. And I didn't talk very much, but just seeing her interact with everybody else and the little bit with me, I was very pleased. I always get worried. I always used to get worried too in the years gone by in PWA when there'd be somebody we were bringing in that I was a big fan of. Because the old saying, like, never meet your heroes. I'm like, oh, I hope this guy that I really like isn't a dick. And like, for the most part, everybody was pretty cool.
Have you had any that rubbed you the wrong way when you met them in person?
Bubba Ray Dudley was a dick.
Yeah.
Raven was a bit of a dick. And those are the only ones that really stick out in my mind. Lita was kind of, I think she was, I don't know if she was having a bad day or whatever, but she seemed very kind of, I wouldn't want to say like she didn't seem like she wanted to be there, but just didn't seem into it. But I don't know, again, bad day, bad travel day, whatever. Yeah. Those are the ones that kind of stick out. And then there was other people who were super, super cool. Like Jay Lethal was awesome, and Victoria was awesome, and Abyss was awesome, and Gangrel was awesome, and Homicide was fabulous, and just so many different names.
Yeah, Jay Lethal, he's cool. Met him on a show once, and yeah, super neat, like cool dude, just like really, just a human being, just like.
Cody was awesome. His wife was awesome.
Yeah, I've heard like nothing but good things about anybody that I know that's crossed paths. Nice.
Oh, she just hit the suicide diverticulitis. And one of the PWA shows,
Oh,
I think
jeez.
I think it was the first one. Cody showed up, that suit you always see him in.
Yeah.
In W, he showed up with that suit, dressed to the nines, super professional. Yeah, good dude. Yeah, nobody really stuck out that they were like a dick. Like Bubba Ray Dudley was kind of a dick, but like I only had one quick exchange with him, and I was like, yeah, I don't have any reason to talk to this guy anymore.
Yeah, that's not shocking. When you listen to him talk, he's just all I hear when he speaks is just ego rolling off, and which is fine. Like, who am I to say anything? Look at his body of work, but just like not the kind of guy that seems like he'd be fun to talk to if you didn't know him.
And there was a funny story when we had Homicide in. We were running at the Century Casino here in Edmonton. And it had a weird little, like the backstage area was like a couple of different little rooms here and there, and then hallways connecting. And he was sitting in the middle of the hallway, putting his boots on or something, and I sat down next to him. We were just talking. He was super approachable dude. He was telling me stories about TNA. He was working at the time, whatever. And I've talked to him for maybe 5 or 6 minutes, and then I got up to leave, and I turned around, and there were literally 15 people behind me just listening to us talk that were not there when I started talking to him. But yeah, he told me a story about how, like, when he started working for TNA, they wanted him to cover up his marijuana leaf tattoo.
Yeah.
And he's like, you're okay with my name being Homicide, but you want me to cover up my weed leaf tattoo? And they're like, yeah. But yeah, he was cool.
That's hilarious. It's so funny, like the things that have gone through the need to be censored.
Yeah.
Like, especially in wrestling, like, versus what hasn't.
I don't think WWE even tests for weed anymore. I think that's kind of a thing that's gone away.
Yeah.
With,
what were you going to say? Too bad?
Well, just in terms of like it cost a bunch of people back in the day, you know, wellness violations and things for, you know. Oh, yeah, we still got Ricochet and Jungle Boy tonight.
Oh, yeah. What do you think of the North American title being a thing? Or national title, sorry.
Okay, which one's the national title? That's the one that Ricochet has?
Is that the one that Ricochet?
Fuck if I don't know. The Continental one is the one Moxley has. The international title is the one that Okada, I think, has. And the
There's
national
too many
title
singles titles.
Yeah, just ridiculous. Like, have, you know, one mid-card title, have a heavyweight title, and then let's call it a day. What's Audrey's favorite book?
What is your favorite book? Her favorite book all time is Clockwork Orange.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah,
my favorite is One Fish, Two Fish, Red Fish, Blue Fish. That one got me through some really tough times when I was younger.
Yeah, she loves poetry. She thinks that is also a classic. It's a real barn burner. Got me through elementary. You know.
I was pulling for that Blue Fish. Let me tell you. We're back from commercial. Do you follow Harley Cameron on social media? She's been posting a lot of videos of her singing and playing guitar. That girl is way talented.
Yeah. Even I love her ventriloquist gimmick that she does. She's good at that
crazy,
too.
Yeah.
Yeah, like just always getting better and like looking more crisp with everything she does and doing more complicated stuff. Like, I'm a big fan.
Yeah, they've given her the ball and she's definitely running with it. Penelope Ford, on the other hand. No, I shouldn't say anything. They make a living off pro wrestling, and we're sitting here talking about it. So,
yeah, that's one thing. Like,
watch that dog shit this DDT looks. I don't mean to be an a-hole.
Yeah, I'm honestly like I'm not a fan of just that, like the double suplex to double DDT. it's hard to. It seems really hard for people to take the full bump.
The double blockbuster. My God.
That's not bad.
Oh, and I want to give a shout out to the costume folks and the seamstresses or seamsters or whatever you call it that work for WWE, because they did a fabulous job with all the gear for the women in the Rumble. I don't agree with the sentiment of why they have to wear that. That's not what I'm saying, but I'm saying as someone, again, who is not a regular viewer, I thought the gear all looked good, and I didn't, like, 2 or 3 entries in, I didn't really notice it anymore. I just focused on the match and not the fact that, like, the first time that that Natty, and I don't remember who it was, wrestled on a Saudi show, you know, I think it was her and Sasha, I want to say. I can't remember, but they, you know, we all noticed what they were wearing. But like 2 or 3 entrants in, I didn't notice the gear anymore. They all look fabulous, and I know that's a lot of work. So I wanted to give them a shout out for that.
Yeah, that's. It sucks that they go there and they still have to do that stuff, because like I can understand, okay, like, sure, maybe we want to have more modest costume and stuff like that, sure, but like Gunther, just the first one that popped in my head, running around in like a little Speedo, like, what is because he's a dude somehow that's acceptable? Like,
yes, basically, yes, that is what it is.
It's dumb. It makes no sense.
So wait, was that a non-title match?
It was an eliminator, so they get a title shot now.
Well, there you go.
I love that AEW does that. They announce like, "Hey, you're wrestling the champ or the champs. It's an eliminator. If you win, you get a shot." Like, that makes perfect sense to me.
It's a nice little storyline device. Like, we've been talking about the main event and what they're going to do, how they're going to go about that. So we will get the Babes of Wrath and Mega. What does that say? Mega Bad?
Mega Bad.
Oh, yeah, because she's the bad girl.
Oh, is that what it is?
Well, she used to be, when she was with Joey Janela, he was the bad boy, and she was the bad girl.
I was going to make a joke about the wrestling, but...
That's mean. All right, we're going to see clips of Mark Briscoe and Tommaso Tomato Camper, as I call him, just out of an affectionate nickname.
Yeah, I'm like, I thought Briscoe was going to be like, hold that longer. I'm not mad about how it went, but I just thought he was going to have it longer.
I do like me some Mark Briscoe.
Yeah.
I kind of like, too, when AEW do these little residencies that they're doing where they're, they'll run, what they did at the ECW Arena or at this little esports thing in Texas. They've been doing a little residency of Collision there. It's kind of cool.
Yeah.
The only thing that I thought was weird was the week after they did the big Texas Stadium show, they did TV at the ECW Arena, and that's a bit of a stark, to go from the stadium to like a 2,000 seater, but.
Yeah.
Is it an open challenge?
So how long till Johnny Gargano comes across too?
I wonder when his contract's up. What do you think's going to happen with AJ Styles? Is his contract up? Like, I don't know. Again, I know he lost and he didn't. He took the gloves off and then he put the gloves back on, and I don't know what any of that means.
Yeah, he's said something like not negative, but like he said stuff about AEW that I don't think that's even remotely on the table for him. I was kind of like, oh, maybe he'll pop into TNA for one last one. But like, with the relationship that they have with TNA, he could like. So I don't know. I have no real guess, to be honest. Like, it seems kind of odd that they would have he would want his last wrestling match to be in Riyadh simply on the basis that he is like, it would just like, he's from the US, like have your last match where you're going to just pack the place with everyone that loves you. Cause like, not that the Riyadh people don't love wrestling and AJ Styles, but it's same.
Different though. Yeah. All right, here comes the Jungly Boy.
I really dig this version of Jack Perry where he's kind of like, it reminds me of Kraven the Hunter.
Like he will. Oh, pardon me. Like he's ready to stab a bitch.
Yeah, like he's not the Jungle Man anymore.
Kind of weird.
And then yeah.
No, I need to know what. It is. Oh, it's the National Championship, which looks exactly like the old NWA TV title. If you're keeping score at home.
And then, didn't they have to release like a statement because NWA has a title that looks exactly like?
Oh, I don't know about that, but I could see it.
Yeah, it was weird. There was some like weird overlap, but everything's fine.
Oh, he's going to send Bishop Magic Don Juan and who's the other guy? Toa Leone?
Yeah, something like that. Gates of Agony.
They're getting a little bit of some spotlight, and
I like this group. The Demand, I'm a fan.
Oh, hang on a second. We got a good old fashioned run in here.
Hi, Jack.
What's going on?
I saw that Jack was here, and I had to come say hi to my buddy.
Oh, I guess I'll just go fuck myself then.
Yeah, you should. No, I'm just kidding. Hi, Boris. Hey, there we go. What's up, Jack? First of all, what's going on, buddy?
Oh, living the dream, man. How are you doing?
Good. I just got off. I was doing a podcast, and then I saw you guys were on, and I was coming to say hi to Boris too, but he's being a sourpuss, backstage. And I saw you were here, and I haven't talked to you in a long time, and I miss you. And I thought I'd come say hi real quick. I haven't even watched Dynamite. I don't know what's happening. I just wanted to come say hi to Jack.
Right now, Jungle, Jack Perry, and Ricochet are fighting for what we assume to be the NWA Television Championship.
Yeah,
the national championship. But yes, but yes.
I asked Boris because I couldn't remember. Do you remember when they debuted the national title? Was there like some weird overlap they had with NWA?
No. When they debuted this national title on TNA, what is it called? AEW? No.
Yeah.
It was long gone by then. They didn't have any kind of partnership or anything going on. I don't know.
But the actual title,
like
the title belt design.
I have no idea.
Like NWA, I think they have a title that's very similar in design, and there was some ripples when that happened.
Yeah, some ripples. Yeah, there was something where they were like, the NWA was like, wait a minute.
Yeah, isn't that ours?
Hey, wait a second here. I have nothing to add to this stream whatsoever, other than just the sheer joy.
That's okay. Neither do I.
You two beautiful faces.
I'm good into this whole.
Hey, Jack, I talked to your buddy Rich King. It's up right now on YouTube, and he's not a happy guy.
Yeah, I don't like that Rich King guy. He's a real jerk. Same with Thaddeus.
Oh, there you go. Oh, well, boys, I just wanted to stop and say hi because I was here. I have to go because I have
AEW's new national championship title announced on Dynamite Wednesday quickly caught attention, not just because it will be roughly the 12th title belt for the promotion, but because the title shares a name with a championship in a prior incarnation of the National Wrestling Alliance in the 1980s, as well as the current version under the of the NWA under Billy Corgan's leadership.
Yeah,
So
that's right.
Take that for
pretty close. I think it looks pretty similar to the television title that the NWA has, but
it did. Yeah,
could be wrong. But I do love you guys. I do got to run. I've had a long day. I haven't watched a single minute of Dynamite, so I got to do some stuff.
Yeah.
I love you guys. Jack,
Good to see
it's
you,
always
man.
good to see you. Boris, I always see you all the time, but it's still just as fun as the first time. It feels like the first time. We're going to get demonetized because that was so damn good.
Yeah,
Bye, guys.
that was
Love
pretty good.
you.
Thanks,
See
brother.
you, man.
I like that guy.
Yeah. Pluggo's good. Ooh.
Pretty good for an American. Okay, what do we got going on in this match? I missed any of the.
Bit of a miscue, I think. And now more forearm strikes. Your favorite?
Oh, that was quick though. See, I don't mind that. When it's quick. Oh, yeah, this is looking a little herky jerky right now. I want to get a chance to call TV wrestling. I want to know. I want to like have the guys in my ears giving me time countdowns and all that kind of stuff. Like, I don't want Vince McMahon screaming in my ear, but like I'd like to know what it's like to call like live TV wrestling and see if I could do it. I'll never get the chance, but it'd be an interesting challenge. I just like to see what that's like.
To like try and work within the parameters of like commercial time,
and have directors in my ear saying, you know, we got commercial coming up in 10 and whatever else, you know, just to see if I could do it.
Yeah.
All right, we are in commercial again, which leads us to talk about LPW number 45, a fistful of heights coming to the Rec Room South Edmonton Common here in lovely, warm, very warm, warm and mucky Edmonton, Alberta, Canada on the 27th of February. Tickets available right now at Tickster.com/Love Wrestling. The Scramble Championship will be on the line. There's a 6-man tag to determine the stipulations for Stephen Crow and T.Y. Jackson and much more. Also on Saturday Night Live will be back over on the Love Wrestling Twitch, which some of you are looking at us right now, featuring the model Rick Martel. You like Rick Martel? Damn it, this is the show for you, as requested by young Jax Wilder, the future of the business. I love Jax. Jax is a great guy. And of course, Sunday over on twitch.tv/TheBBBoris, which is my personal Twitch. We're jumping back into the Degrassi Junior High Watchalong at 1 p.m. Mountain, 3 p.m. Eastern, Season 2, Episode 5. Is anybody else pregnant? Are more teachers trying to diddle students? You will find out. Oh, that's really a thing. That was really
I know it is.
Mr. Colby was trying to get with Lucy, but she was like, I'm not having that, Mr. Colby. The actor that played Mr. Colby should get an Oscar because he's just the creepiest dude ever.
Yeah.
Fightful has learned AEW is still expanding their roster, making signings with additions to be made to the women's roster fairly soon. Whatever that means.
Interesting.
Elon Musk tweeted, whoever said money can't buy happiness really knew what they were talking about. Yeah, F you, pal.
He's the literal biggest loser on planet Earth.
It's embarrassing, really.
Like, I don't know how much you pay attention to the rest of the things, but that ring of terrible people that exists, he was begging to go party on a certain island, and they basically told him no. So, like, even amongst the worst human beings on Earth, he is still the biggest loser. Yeah, that fucking... I got nothing good to say.
I'm reading.
Why are you looking at what Elon Musk is saying?
It just showed up in my Twitter feed for some reason. I don't know why. Oh, I think Mitch McConnell might have died. Oh, well. Sorry, did I say that out loud? That was bad, yeah. You know what? I shouldn't say that, but I mean, whatever. Anyway, pro wrestling's on. Look. Whoa, over the top go Ricochet and Jungle Boy, Jack Perry. Hey, is it hard to skin the cat? That looks like some shit that's hard. Have you ever done that? Do you do that? Is that in your repertoire?
It depends on. Yeah, you can get stuck like he almost did there.
And then you just look like an a-hole.
Yeah. The more loose the ropes are, the harder it is.
I could imagine. Just like when you're trying to do a kip up. Like, you better nail that, because if you don't, you look like a tool.
Yeah.
I always wanted to, but I couldn't do it. And now it's out of the fucking question. I can barely stand.
Oh, good.
Into the vertical. My goodness, the power. Have they exchanged forearms yet?
Not yet. We're not at that part of the match yet.
One apron bump per show. One. You motherfuckers. One.
Ooh.
Because look at this. The apron bump, then the suplex on the floor. Like, what is left for your main event guys to do now?
Well, Kenny and Andrade did all this stuff first, so
I know, that's what I'm saying. Like, I don't know. Maybe I just don't understand wrestling anymore. Maybe I never did.
I think.
No, it's the children who are wrong. I sound like Principal Skinner.
So for your Rick Martel thing, though, are you? Oh, I love that. You're gonna have the blindfold match. He's in that one, right?
Oh God, what a fucking abortion that was. Yeah, I mean, I don't have that pulled. All I have pulled right now is literally 2 hours of what I assume is squash matches from WWE Superstars in 1990. I literally have that. But like, I was thinking of digging through some like old NWA stuff, or sorry, old AWA stuff when he was champion and on top and whatever. But yeah, the blindfold match. I mean, it's atrocious. I mean, I'm sure it was cool in 19 whatever year that was. But yeah, I'm sure I'll try to.
Because the model Rick Martel, he came down and he would gas people, right? Not like gas them, but he had like the little thing, the sprayer.
What was it called? What was his fragrance called?
I can't remember because I watched. It's so long since I watched. Like I watched that when it was happening live, and haven't watched it since. So I just like know of him. I couldn't tell you too many specifics though. Wasn't he? Who was he before he was the model?
He was just Rick Martel.
Was he? Was it?
He was never in the WWE before he was the model, though. I believe he never had a run before that. But the fragrance was called Arrogance.
Oh
that big bug thing, which was tremendous.
Yeah.
Are we going to see a title change in this match?
I wouldn't be mad.
He did send Bishop, Don Juan, and Taya Leone to the back.
Love that.
I can't remember I have like pet names for everybody. Like Wheeler Yuta. I call him the Great Yuta. I have pet names for everybody.
I think the Death Riders are losing that match, and Marina and Yuta are getting shaved.
Now, is it only the person who takes the pin gets shaved, or is it both of them?
I am not sure. I don't think they've specified
I do
that.
watch the show. Because I don't think they're shaving Tony. That's a big departure for.
But like, it's not a huge thing for Orange to. He's got a he's got a close cut, anyways. I think they're doing it to shave Yuta.
Yeah, and he's been like putting over, and they've been making fun of his hair lately on like shows and stuff. So yeah, you're probably right.
I could see like.
Speak of Bishop Magic Don Juan.
Oh, did they come back?
Taya Leone, who's friends with Jungle Boy, Luchasaurus, but he's hurt.
He's hurt. That sucks so much. He just got back from like literally nearly dying, just to get hurt.
Did he have diverticulitis too? He had something, right?
Yeah, he got like super sick. I think he had pneumonia, and it was like real touch and go for a bit.
Betty Davis eyes. Why am I not famous? Oh my goodness! It's the Young Bucks.
Oh, that's right. They are
enjoying
friends.
I'm enjoying the renaissance of the the neon tassel young bucks. I like this.
Yeah,
It takes me back to a simpler time.
yeah, and they're in like the best shape of their careers too.
Now they're looking good.
Yeah.
Oh, he drove
Uh-oh.
him into the title that was in the middle rope there. Oh. What's going to happen? I'm not going to spoil it for you. I'm not going to tell you the future. But I will tell you that
No.
it's 8 minutes to the hour, which means they're again going to do the thing I hate and do an overrun. And I don't mind the overrun as much now as I did when I was still working the 4 a.m. shifts, because I would be like right in bed as soon as this was over. And I'm like, you motherfuckers are going to go to 10 after. But now I just want to eat my pork chops. So they're going to do an overrun. Just don't keep Boris from food. Didn't Mitch McConnell die? I have to go to the news now. I already checked himself into a hospital because of something. News.
Who, Luchasaurus or who?
No. I'm talking about Mitch McConnell again.
Oh, I had to look him up. I couldn't remember who the F that was.
Apparently he's not dead after all.
One can.
Whoa, stiff.
What?
Nothing. You know, she can come and say hello. You know, the internet loves people.
No, she's crocheting and cooking at the same time. So.
Oh, we're gonna get an update. Oh, they're in the TV truck. Play our movie.
What?
Remember they threw what's his face in the? Oh, they're dragging him. They're dragging him through the desert in a car with no name.
Well, I've seen them do this to people in movies behind horses, and it kills you. So.
They're just going to leave him out there to bake in the Las Vegas winter sun.
Why the fuck? Why does he have a machete?
How else is he supposed to cut the rope? I mean, come on, man. Let's be practical here.
Just driving around with a, 12-inch blade? I'm sure that's... All right, well, R.I.P. Darby Allin. It's been good. One break to take. Why are they going to commercial with an overrun?
They do it. I bet you that they'll take one more commercial during the main event.
Like, I remember when WWE started doing this with Raw, the overrun, and I'm not a big fan. Like, unless it's literally just like they're doing the overrun to like get the last few minutes of a match in, but this is like a whole segment overrun.
Yeah, they just want to keep me from my appointed pork chops.
Yeah,
it's all a it's a conspiracy, as the kids like to say.
Is that a thing they say? CON?
That's a joke. Somebody used to say CON conspiracy, like not a famous person, like a friend of mine years ago, but it just kind of stuck in my brain. All right. So what's the main event of this nonsense? Oh yeah, it's Brody Lee King. Brody King.
Brody Lee King.
I get the Brodies mixed up. I'm sorry. Brody King against MJF in a Eliminator World Championship type match that's starting at the top of the hour.
When it's supposed to be ending. Do you think they'll do an actual match? Do you think they'll do like some shenanigans?
No, there's going to be a match. It's good. They're here for a good time, not a long time though. They still have to do introductions too, though.
Yeah,
maybe there will be some shenanigans. I don't know.
Because like MJF's been saying how he doesn't want this match, so maybe quick DQ, or like maybe it's Brody gets out there, he's already, and MJF's like, nah.
I guess we'll find out momentarily.
What kind of commercials do you get?
Right now, I have a car commercial. There's lots of like fast food, and every so often there'll be car commercials, and
so we're getting the same commercials then.
Yeah. Cadillac.
Why not a delay? This is garbage.
Now, how are you watching? Are you watching on like actual television or?
Yeah, I'm on TV. TSN plays it.
Like on the app or like on actual like broadcast television?
Yeah, broadcast.
Okay, because I'm watching on my like we have Telus cable and you can log into your Telus cable and watch it online. So I'm watching it. So how come you're watching on broadcast TV and you're behind me when I'm watching online? All right, Justin Roberts and his bad orange tan are welcoming us to the main event.
I like Justin Roberts as an announcer.
Oh, they just said they've taken their last break. They're going to stay with this main event as long as it takes. That makes me nervous. How long is this main event going to take, kids? See, like, how badass does Brody King look until he talks?
Yeah. Like the presentation, it's all great. The ghillie suit coat with the camo, the mask, like the presentation is tremendous.
Like I thought he was going to turn on Bandito after they lost the titles. Why does he keep saying as long as it takes? Is this like an Iron Man match or what?
Maybe they're trying to oversell that it's going to not go that long.
All right, here comes MJF in a smaller type coat with the Christian entrance.
Yeah, I love that. Christian is one of my all-time faves. He was just so good all the time.
Oh, now we got to do the goddamn introductions again. Like, are we kidding?
I hope, like, part of me just hopes he kicks Brody in the junk and just immediate finish. Like, this feels like a lot of pomp for a not even title match.
AJ Styles to appear on Stephanie McMahon's podcast tomorrow. Well, I can't wait for that. Oh yeah, why is Brie Bella on my television again? Why is Nikki Bella on my television?
I don't know. I was over them while they were still active the first time around.
All righty, it is 8:02 and we're about to ring the bell. What are they chanting?
Fuck ice, I believe.
Oh, was that? Oh, okay.
And I think I told you this at the Oil Rumble. The fuck ice thing is the one reason why Brody King isn't turning heel anytime soon.
Yeah, fair. Oh, here comes the nonsense we ordered. Oh.
Was he just gonna?
All right. Okay.
Okay, so he just cannonballed him for mine. And he just up and wow.
Yeah, interesting, I guess, right?
I mean, you want to make a guy a murderer.
That's not a gonzo bomb, by the way. That is not what a gonzo bomb is. But anyway, that's not what's important here.
What is a gonzo bomb?
A gonzo bomb is more.
Is it higher angle?
No, the way I understand the gonzo bomb is you pick him up like you're doing a pile driver, and then the guy like doesn't put the arms behind the legs, just kind of hands there, and you drop to your knees and just spike him on his head. Is the way I understand what a gonzo bomb is. Well, what the hell? Well, now we got Andrade out here to cause trouble.
Again, it's not the worst problem to have a crowded title picture.
And now here comes the Hangman.
And then Swerve, and then Kenny, and it makes him immediately credible, regardless of the assist or not, Brody King.
Oh,
But like, even that whole thing felt rushed because like MJF went unconscious almost immediately. Oh, another one.
All right. I mean, that was a thing that happened.
Yeah. Obviously, Brody holding the title up now. He ain't winning anything.
I mean, I didn't think that he would, but
yeah.
All right. So next week. Oh no, they're not in. Oh, Grand Slam is Saturday the 14th.
Yeah, Valentine's Day.
Dynamite. So is that like a special that replaces Collision? I guess.
I believe so.
No. All right. Well, there's your main event, I guess. Brody King and MJF in Sydney. And we fade to black to put an end to another edition of AEW Dynamite. Jack Pride, any parting words?
Oh, I don't know. You're waiting for your pork chops. I'm also. Oh,
Audrey, do you have any parting words?
The pork chops will be ready in 5 minutes.
Ah, fabulous. Well, those are the best parting words I've ever heard. Well, thanks, brother. I appreciate always hanging out and chatting with you. It is always a pleasure.
yeah, always great being here, man. I enjoy it.
All right, so I'll be back on Saturday for the Rick Martel themed episode of Saturday Night Love, and then Sunday with Degrassi Junior High over on my Twitch. Let's go eat some pork chops, man.
Yeah, hell yeah.
Peace out. Thanks, dude.
Thanks, man.